YouTube or Facebook, we can have a reaction. So anyways, I am the janitor from the courthouse in the different rap arenas for many years since the late 90s. So like Eugene Deal, P. Diddy's loyal bodyguard for many years, I can talk about this stuff. I was there. I hope that soon some influencers like Candace Owens, Charleston White, Damon Dash, Max B, DT Vlad, Soft White Underbelly, or Adam 22, Adam and Steve 22 will say about how about giving those janitors a raise from minimum wage since we clean up after you like we are your mothers. And speaking of mothers, let's get right into it. So right here, I thought it was kind of I was at work, we were sneaking, taking a break, having a reaction where there was no cameras. And one of my coworkers, I was like, what are you looking at? And she said, oh, look right here. I'm so sad that I missed the funeral and wake of Notorious B.I.G's mother. And I says, oh, wow, that's cool, yeah. My grandmother, I used to go to the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses and in Brooklyn, in different places. And when I was a youngster, when I was forced to believe what my parents believed. And then I found the original origins of how the Bible is just a metaphorical good story. That's why it's called the greatest story ever told, and not the greatest book of collection of historical facts. But anyways, one thing that is a fact, Biggie Smalls is the one of the greatest rappers of all time. They're trying to wash out his memory. We have to thank this woman that was a Jamaican, came to America in Brooklyn, in Brooklyn, and was a school teacher and did different jobs in public service. And it was nice how she put Biggie through private schools, and Biggie had the nice little pinstripe suit he'd wear on Monday and Wednesday. That was to go to the Jehovah's Witness Kingdom Hall, like Jay-Z, or when Nas said, went at home, left the knot at home. Because when Jehovah's Witnesses go door to door to preach what they believe, that's why they're called believers. Because it's just a belief. It's not. They don't say, hey, are you a knower? But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to pay homage and talk about, I loved Biggie's rhymes about drug stuff and gang stuff and how the girl wanted to go number 2 on his stomach. And he was a good guy, man. He really helped bring up the community with his rhymes. Now, don't get me wrong, I love hip-hop and rap stuff, but I think as people from this generation, we have an obligation to tell the youngsters of nowadays that some of these raps, a lot of it is entertainment. We don't really like to live those things. Why don't we make raps about like, hey, man, you could teach the kids in the ghetto how to use the DeWalt screw gun and count to sink a screw.